All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back with Watercolor Wednesday once again. Our weekly streams are going to continue Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they are going to stay up as VOD, so be sure to watch them if you miss them. Check them out. Enjoy the content. We had a fun gestural Monday where we completed these. We went back in like we said we were going to, and fixed this one up quite a bit. You can see her head was way too, we just moved everything around nicely, which is fun. And that one we had finished on during the session. So we're gonna get right into it today. We're gonna be doing a portrait using watercolor today. We already sketched it out a bit, and I don't know if we're gonna be doing too much drawing, but we might do a little bit to clean it up like we always do. We'll see. Sounds interesting, but we're gonna jump right into it because again we're going from 1 to 4 today, so 3 hours or so, work for an hour or so, take a little break, and change that. And oh, these are all these weird songs. That's right. Okay. And then hopefully we'll have a finished piece. We'll see. Time will tell. Sorry if I've been too loud. I've been a little loud there. Sorry about that. Seems like I'm better now. Yeah, all right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna start drawing and talking because I'll keep talking. Let's do it. All right, so yeah, this is from our gestural Monday session. Bunch of quick gestures, long pose, a little longer. This one it was a fun one, and we're gonna do. Well, I didn't really record the fixing of it, but I knew of one piece talking about it because I had the hand originally here, and that's one of the things, and the other elbow here, and that's one of the things I really like about these colored charcoal pencils for sketching, is you can really continue to work and tweak it and fix it accordingly. The hairline was here. I moved it all the way up, and again, you can still see it as that ghost drawing underneath, of course, but it's different. And again, everything, I mean, it looks correct at least, or more correct than it did. I might have just genuinely messed it up with that eye. That's okay though. I'm gonna go back in. We're gonna continue tweaking it because it's a fun pose, and we just wanted to get it more accurate. But we had all this correct, and then this just shrunk on us. So whether we started small and elongated this, we brought this leg in a little bit. You can probably see here also. But whether we started small and elongated, or I guess that's exactly what we did, so not whether, but that's what happened. And then you go back up and you fix it. I mean, that's the beauty of our work, changing, tweaking, and always you know, not necessarily improving, but changing it up, trying something new, seeing if it works. So yeah, we're gonna kind of continue playing with that figure because we enjoy it there. But for now, feel a light right there. That's what we, even just for that wall, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, so today we have our nice little sketch right here. It's kind of a mess. I wouldn't pay too much attention to it. And I'm probably not going to do too much to it. And I'm thinking the goal, which again, as we know, always changes, is going to be to stay very loose with our marks today. And see what we can come up with. And again, if that messes it up, that messes it up. It works. Always, I mean, again, I talk a lot about drawing for watercolor, and I like having more personally, this is just a personal preference, but I like having more information for my watercolors than less in my drawing. And I'm sure that'll be contradicted and people will actually like the exact opposite probably. But I like to be able to see it and really choose what I want to continue using in the next session as far as painting, if that makes sense. So that I can keep certain details or lose certain details accordingly. and it just takes out the drawing element. Make sure I show that that's like the finger here. The drawing element with paint, which with watercolor is sometimes tricky for sure. And it sometimes even allows me to be a little looser, a little more loose. I don't know. Tweak that a little. Back of her nails here. An interesting little pose of her thumb. Kind of like bent like that, you know? But again, we're not gonna, like, I like having some of these highlights here. I've talked about it before, but it's almost like a little tattoo sketch, right? Where I kind of have highlights circled and marked. Makes it easier for me to find it throughout the whole painting session, right? And we're gonna try to have composition come through here and then go down, keeping compositionally balanced. But you know, always can change. So we're gonna lose a lot of like details in the back here, or we want to maybe come in with some nice ink marks. And kind of outline some of this, something here. I'm not sure yet, we'll see. But we are doing a little more drawing like we talked about. I'm not going to do too much more because it is Watercolor Wednesday. I know. Kind of want to be able to see what I'm working on the whole way through, you know? Like they've changed this playlist already, which is, I guess, gonna happen, but change the music quick. Obviously, sometimes you don't have control of the music because, like, if you're in a group session or whatever, but if you do, make sure you enjoy it. Make sure you can vibe out. It's like a big part of art, obviously, being in your zone, in your setting. Obviously, you don't want to, like, change every other song, but, want to be comfortable and fun. Enjoy the music, right? Enjoy the process, enjoy the session. Piece is gonna have a lot of bright colors because the reference does, so that's, you know, we're not changing it too much. We are working a lot of times off of a reference, and then we interpret it differently and change it up, right? That's art. And sometimes I'll look for like lots of references, like if I'm doing outfits or clothes or something. Sometimes you can just find a lot of different references and examples, kind of put them together in your own way. I don't like So funny when I draw on my iPad a lot, and then I go back, not go back, but like go back and forth. My brain like messes up, and I want to just like hit undo. Like, no, wait, what? Can't do that. Not real life. All right. Getting, it's kind of good here. And this is all going to be, you know, kind of lost here, there. I just kind of like to have the direction of the hair. So I'm going to, it's not like I'm putting the reference away. Just like I talk about, I like having more information that I can choose to use. Or have it fade away to the background, you know? Have my head, I hope, what's gonna work for composition. I always try to think of that first. A lot of times I'll bring it into Procreate on my iPad and actually resolve it. I'm not this time. And sometimes that backfires. Sometimes it doesn't. But what we're gonna do is first think, always think, before you put any marks down, even if you've just been drawing, sketching, you're feeling the flow, just, you know, take that second, think, vision what you want it to look like, the first steps, where to really start, how to do it correctly. Then you can jump back into it and start throwing paint around. But there are times when you know, you want to slow down and say, okay, hold on, let's take that breather, let's see. Now let's throw paint. I like that. You know? Just what I think. Right. Let's see. We put this here. Like, see, I'm gonna lose a lot of this in here because ultimately I can't really see it. If I squint down, it's all one value, all right in here. And I'm kind of gonna play with that looseness for this piece. You find your EIN number? Still missing. Anybody is an EIN expert out there? Email me, please. Help me, EIN expert. You're my only hope. It's like Obi-Wan, you know? Thought you would like that. She didn't. She did. Alright, let's start painting. This is a really nice drawing though too, so that's why I kind of want to keep wondering if I want to go in with a pen before, but I don't think I want to before. I think I want to see how it... But I do have them close. Just in case I quickly change my mind. Alright, let's jump into it. Watercolor Wednesday, let's do some watercolors. You leaving? Right, so we're gonna start with this pink, which is interesting because that watercolor is an interesting color to use. But it's been pretty fun. Wondering if I want to go in wet on dry or just wet the paper a little. I think I'm gonna wet it a little bit. So this is kind of a fun way for me to I don't want to say lay out my composition, but with watercolor, I definitely kind of have fun with when I'm not wetting the whole paper and I am being a little more selective. I'm definitely thinking about the composition of the piece, right? Absolutely. And you can kind of see it sometimes nice and early, you know? Because you have that glare and the paper kind of is wet and what you're going to use for your composition, right? Sorry, these are the parts that are there's easier parts to talk and harder parts, and it's like when you're working fast, which is kind of where I'm at right now. Sometimes you just get in like the zone and you just kind of start working and go, right? Again, we're going to be loose today and have fun representing a tier. So see, we're thinking we're going to work wet onto wet to begin with, and then we'll jump in with finish it out with a lot of wet on dry, or even dry on dry, to be honest. But the only thing that's gonna look a little different is it's vibrant, tricky. Better. Remember, when you're working wet into wet, you have to kind of keep filling the brush with paint. And you have to make sure you give it time to kind of settle in and dry, because it will desaturate a lot when you're working and change and move, especially if you're working loose, like you can see I am right now. That's one of the joys of working loose though, right? Is that you're kind of allowing the paint to do what it's gonna do, which is just always fun. A mixture of, I should get the titles, but like a magenta and a pink, which is kind of nice. So I'm using the magenta just a little bit to kind of electrify the pink. How's that for a term? Huh? I know, it's nice. But no, to just kind of pick it up a little bit instead of having it be so pale. And we'll continue to work on that. And the way to do that is to add colors around it, right? As you fill in colors around it, it'll start to change, because our eye will just see colors differently based on what's around them. Definitely need it to go out and around the cigarette here, because it can't. We don't want that like sticking out. We want that to kind of sit back in the painting, right? All you have to do is just get a paper towel. If that happens, you can pick it right up. See? Like it was never there. Perfect. Painting is back under our control, I promise. A lot of these are going to, again, desaturate and disappear into the painting. I guess not disappear, but they will not look like they do right now, as you can see already. Bit of light pink there. Get up. I don't want too much, but you want a little. Definitely could use markers and pencils on this as well to push the vibrancy, right? We talk about with watercolor, those mixed medias just kind of work great. The wax and the pencils and the alcohol and the markers just mix and blend really well. All right. We like it. All right, so now I don't really want to do it yet, but I am gonna go in with a blue next. The biggest things I'm checking when I'm in this early stage is that I'm covering all these spots that I want to make sure, and all the edges are correct, if that makes sense. So there's no white spots that I have to try to fill in after. Baloo, what's up, baby? Oh, verified to talk. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that means. Dude, Twitch has all sorts of new tricks, bro. Happy Wednesday, man. How you doing? They have a bunch of new little tricks all around. It's strange. Kind of cool. Happy Wednesday. Woke up hurting so put my body to. Ooh, good for you, man. Good for you. Best thing you can do. Getting that cycle ride. I like it. I have a trash can, it's just out of my reach and I keep meaning to move it. I'm good though. It is weird. They've changed a lot since yeah, they've changed so much, right? It's very, very strange. I feel like a lot of it's actually for the better though, which is cool. So far, I've liked what I've seen at least. We do 10 miles and 30 today to 21. Oh, baby. For you, man. That's awesome. Just has to feel so good. Kind of trying to keep this blue separate and clean right now, and I'm gonna go in with a little mixed purple in between everything, and we're gonna see if we can get it to kind of blend out nicely. As I said, we're kind of trying to be loose today. We're trying to work in a little loose, little different manner. We're always trying new stuff, new styles, new mediums, everything. Again, we talk about that a lot, but the reason is we just, you know, you never really know what's gonna work or what you're gonna totally enjoy. Only 5.95. That's so funny. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a buck, I think, right? That is classic. I mean, for that to be, that's my fingerprint. Did not want that, you know? It's $2 plus tax. I don't know. I don't either. I don't think it's much. It's probably like no percentage. Switch streams. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Switch is awesome. I miss him on Arc. That's just not it. holding no pain. Dude. Sorry. So we have these, I guess. You're not wrong, Mike. You're not wrong. Good to see everyone stream it. Hell yeah, dude. Let's check last time I game for music. Oh damn. Playing that no bueno music, huh? I feel like I've gotten a lot of those. And I feel like there's people that play just the craziest copyrighted music of all time and they don't, and it's like fine. Cotton candy vibe, yeah, boy. Gonna be layering it a lot and trying lots of different things here. We don't know yet. We don't know. But we know we're gonna have fun with the piece, right? I don't really want to lose that quite yet. I want to keep that edge. I almost wish. No, we'll make that work. Wrong color. Classic. See, brother man, I'm a jet for show, bro. Enjoy the day, Blue. Appreciate you popping in, man. Dark value here. That. This is laying in big blocks of color right now. And the paper is still wet, so a lot of it's still moving and changing around. Which is precisely what we want, so that we can keep that nice loose look going, you know? See, I'm finding where there's a dark edge and where there's a light edge for the back of the piece, right? So that I can continue sculpting out the features. But I don't want to just outline the whole thing. I want to put them where they're supposed to go. So if this drops behind, and then this actually catches the shadow on the lip and the chin here, you have to show that. Clean up that eye quite a bit here. I need a smaller brush. You can always use the corners of the brush, but again, remember that changing up brush strokes and brush marks is a big part of what our eye's gonna like. It likes differences. I've already been using this brush a little too long, probably. Not too long, but just for too many of the same marks, right? But I do like this size and shape. So it's definitely a brush that I find I use a lot for sure. But if you see, I can use the edge of it and really change it up as well. See, you can get small little angles there, small little marks. Only reloading my brush when I feel like I want to. You don't always have to keep reloading it. Sometimes you do, but sometimes it just carries a nice mark with it, right? And I just love when that happens, and I just kind of let it continue. A lot of this I definitely see a good possibility of coming back in. With a very nice marker in some areas. Remember, there's no rules, so it's not like you can or can't use anything you want to make the piece. Nice, very nice. And it's all fun. It's all fun marks. Kind of got away from us here, but that's okay. So we can pick a lot of that up, you know? Always clean that up, pick it up. Perfect. Clearly, I'm enjoying these three colors. Can't tell, but between our last two watercolor pieces. It just feels like it has a good style, a good feel to it, right? Good balance to these pieces. And again, when the paper's wet like this, it's definitely a good time to get you know, marks down. Watercolor, I don't know if it's exactly, yeah, I guess it's fairly time sensitive. Something in my eye. Don't mind me. But when the watercolor paper reaches a really nice texture, you can get a lot of good marks down. And it's definitely a time that I kind of try to make sure I get a lot of good marks in if I can. There's something in my eyes. I'm saying this. The dedication. Can't do it with one eye. Savage. All my shadows are super cool right now. You can always change that just a little bit. Cover up some of the paint, right? There's literally paint right over it. It's easy enough. You can usually do it and you know, kick the color, kick the not color, the temperature over a little bit, just enough. Kind of going in with a clean brush, trying to pick stuff up if I can here or there. Taking a little lighter values, right? Because we do want a nice blue in there. That's why. Something nice about that blue and pink, right? Told you we were staying loose today, gang. I told you we were staying loose. No, we're not staying like that loose. Trust me, but. See, there's a lot of bright pinks in here that I kind of really want to capture with a marker. So I definitely think I'll be coming back in. I might leave some of those spots like a value or two off lighter so that I can go back into them. But we'll see. We have a long way to go here. Can't be that bright. Kind of almost wish I pulled that up a little bit, but we'll make it work. Pink, that's a nice pink. Oh, that works. Yep. Always again checking values. Values. Always going back in and checking if the values work, if they have to be changed. If you see something that has to change, you have to change it, right? That's the fun part. When everything's perfect, it's boring. No, that's not true. That's gonna be dark under here, but it's gonna be a bright pink, not a dark difference. Oh. Hair's one of the tricky things to paint or to draw, and I mean the best thing you can do is just kind of do it in like big pieces, big chunks, and like almost think of like a ribbon, big ribbons, and it's like the best thing. Other than that, it's just like a tricky thing, and I tend to do hair very strangely and redo it a lot, which you don't really want to do. I kind of like to put it down and be done with it, but it always happened that way, right? There are value areas that I need to be the same. So I use a big brush, go right through them, right? Like that white can't be there. These are okay, but that was a little too distracting as far as the value of it right there, right? Yeah, you can kind of pull right together. pink. The hair can be like a lot of straight angles. It's far more angular than we think a lot of the times. Again, think of like a ribbon where it kind of starts to bend. It definitely holds its edges here and there. I don't know if Ariel, I think Ariel's here. She must be. The door stopped ringing. Right, that's gonna be a little more blue here, so that's okay. These are kind of. It'll look something like that. For that. You don't want that to actually connect here. Interesting. Because they're two layers, it's almost like mid-ground, background, right? So they might be similar in value, but they're not necessarily touching, and that's a good way to make sure that you continue to show them on two different planes. Way more up, yeah, like that. Cool. See, it's definitely gonna have to be darker in here a lot still, but I want to kind of keep it. Song better? I don't remember the order yet. That's also all where I have to put some more like vibrant pinks down there. that's where it actually is. I just have to make sure again to layer those properly so that we need that again to kind of layer back as far. That's where the bright pink is going to come in handy, as funny as that sounds, 'cause it's going to separate a lot of these spaces. Because it's a very bright pink light, so it's like, you know what I mean? At least going to pull it all together nicely. Good. Make sure we hit the shadow. Oh, get a nice little pink in there. So again, I'm gonna clean my palette every now and then to get some nice fresh colors in there. That's about it. Otherwise, I kind of like everything mixing together quite a bit. Another spot that I will have enjoy going in with some nice pink here. How if I lean over to? Oh, okay. Cool. Still can't really see it. Like that. Put my hand on this side of the painting. The only reason I say is because I'm picking up paint. Keep kind of picking up this area, which is actually okay because I kind of wanted less there, to be honest, like I've said, so I don't really mind that. Worse things have happened, you know? Oh, that's not water. Wow. All right. Oh, already 2 o'clock. Damn. Time flies when you're arting. Tell you that. Wow. The eye is one of those places that I really like to sneak up to. I like to get the values close and keep kind of creeping up to it here and there. This is where we're making, again, clearly the saturation a little bit more uniform as the blue dries, you know. Talk about all going to change drastically. So you just kind of keep playing with it, keep putting colors down. Just kind of keep creeping. Keep creeping up on the values here. Because all of that is going to be colored in. I'm just kind of, again, I don't know if this is the right way, and it kind of messes up some areas, but again, I'm being loose, so I go back in just with a kind of a wet brush, right? Soften out some edges, move some paint around still. Kind of want it to stay nice and light here, and a little darker here. I'm just going in with values. Like I said, I'm going to keep it loose and just really play with the value structure and value marks and shapes, and kind of continue to let the paint do what it wants to do. But controlling it just enough, right? The whole time, I hope. Just having fun with the process. Goop, no shot. Heyo, maggots. What's up? How you doing, man? What are you playing these days? What you been up to? What's up, brother? We chilling, man. Chilling. Thanks for popping in, bro. How's Stella girl? I'm giving him months. Nothing? What have you been doing? It's not snowmobile season yet, so I know you're not doing that. What you been doing then? Been playing anything still? Yeah, just Ark. There's nothing to play. Ark, it's gone this Saturday. Well, official servers are gone, so. Final run on official, why not? But yeah, there's nothing else to play. What have you been doing if you haven't been gaming? So weird. I feel like everybody's in that state right now. Like there's nothing. Just so weird. How is that even possible? Not that color. We'll go back in with a different color red here for the lips. Way too. Definitely be going in with a marker on this as well, just to really get some of those nice pink highlights in here. Arc shutting down the servers. Arc shutting down the servers. You just thought out this week. No, Arc's actually shutting down the official servers. In, you know, ahead of the release of ASA, Arc Survival Ascended, which is just not ever going to be a thing. There's just no chance it's gonna be a fucking game. As I now said, haha! They're doing what they should do then. No, official servers are shutting down in upcoming scheduling of ASA Ark Survival Ascended, which is just nonsense and never gonna happen. Yeah, exactly. Hold your breath. Fucking Ark Survival Ascended. Never gonna come. I'm gonna be so surprised if anything ever comes out regarding Ark Survival Evolved or Ascended. Genuinely surprised. Same, 100%. I feel like everybody is. Like literally nobody's expecting it to actually come out, which is wild. Like that's such a fail as a gaming company. Everybody's gonna be genuinely surprised that your game comes out. That's crazy. What fails? Like at catastrophic proportions, some would say. Way too bright in here. So that's just a lot about, like, right there is just unison, where the color just didn't work, that it was brighter in here. There's no way that portion would be brighter than, like, the face out here or something. Trying to get off my leads, but anyways, I've slipped. Oh shit! I've slipped a disc in my back. Sitting on doing nothing just makes it worse. Damn, dude. Falling apart in your old years, huh? That's what I have, bro. That sucks. Getting old's a bitch. Did you hurt it doing something or just out of nowhere? Damn, that's the worst. We'll be changing this song, don't worry. Five weeks ago, whole back locked up. Oh, I know that well. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. It's the worst. It hurts so fucking bad. Couldn't move for like 30 minutes past 5 weeks. Just hasn't been the same. Yeah. Woo, it's the worst, dude. Yeah, it's the worst. It hurts like a fucking... You just can't do anything. Oh gosh. Has to be darker there. Get an MRI for your back. Oh yeah, many. I had back surgery like 2-3 years ago, maybe, for my disc. I had MRIs. I had shots. I had cortisone shots. And yeah, about 3 years ago, it must have been 4 years ago, right before the pandemic. It locked up on me like that. I was just walking down the stairs and I fucking coughed and I almost like fell down the stairs. It was brutal. And that's when I was like, all right, well, it's surgery time. Enough's enough. I don't think you're even close to that. I guess I don't know, but that was after a long time of it. But yeah, MRIs are real good because you can, again, see what's happening there. The only bad thing about it is it's also like everybody kind of has a fucked up back. Like after the age of like probably 25 or something, everybody's back starts looking really bad. And some people it like just it hurts. Some people it doesn't do anything. So a lot of people have slip discs. Like the MRI could look far worse. But it's definitely good to have because yeah, if you don't know that it's that, it's worth it for sure. And you get the pain down the legs, or is it more back? I did get the pain down the leg for sure. Absolutely. I was starting to get like numbness in my foot. So again, that's like nerve damage if you know a little bit about it now, which is thing you start learning about. Tingling or whatever down your leg is like full kind of risking nerve damage, I believe. So yeah, I was down the leg for a long time. I used to have pain down the leg when I was like in high school and stuff. It was that bad back then. And I would have cortisone shots to kind of pull it back up, and it would kind of make it a little better. But never much. The best thing you can do is just like work out and take care of it. In like the proper manner. Oh, it's the worst though. It just sucks so bad. Physical therapy for now. Good for you. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do, hands down. And now you just have to like start doing everything carefully. You're getting old, man. That's what happens. That blows. Feels like it's getting better, but some days it's good, some days it's bad. Yeah, the biggest thing you can do is in the morning. The first 30 minutes to an hour of the mornings are the biggest time, because fluid from your back has released overnight around the disc. So if you wake up and sit or do something bad to it, like in the first 30 minutes, the best thing you can do is wake up and stand or walk for 20-30 minutes. That lets your back settle and all the fluids around your disc settle back into where they should be. Big thing I learned, actually. So like some days I feel like it's like feeling better, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, awesome. And I'll like just like do something stupid in the morning, or like even just like sit in a bad way. And then I'm like, oh no, I see what I did. Listen to the conversations, how the conversations change over the years. Like, are we waiting up till midnight? Yeah, boy. So what do you do to help your back? Oh, god damn. Very sad, actually. What? Say lovey. Hey, at least we're having these conversations. The alternative's way worse. Right? What it do, yo? What up, Switch? How you doing, man? How's your Wednesday going, brother? Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Watercolor Wednesday. Duh. I knew that. It's like weird lighting here that I'm kind of trying to avoid, but I should probably just be putting it in. About to sit in a school line for 30 minutes to get Calvin. Nice, man. Damn, it's that long for a pickup? Ah, damn. Is that for real? Busiest school in the state right there. People really want their kids, I guess, huh? Jeez. Seems weird. No, I'm just early. Ah, I got you. That makes sense. As I said, it's very weird that many people would actually want their kids. I don't see that happening as much. I'm joking. It's like a fake Taylor Swift, I think. God, it's terrible, huh? Sorry, fake T Swift. I don't know who that is. You ready for the 12th of October? Oh, what's that? Bro, if you're talking about Ark, or is that like a WoW thing? Goopy plays WoW. Ark Survival Ascended isn't a thing, dude. No, it's not a thing. So it's like the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. You can't actually think it's gonna come out, dude. Announced today? You're lying to me. You're lying. Me trolling. Alright, I have to take a quick 5-minute break. I've been painting for 30 minutes straight after I hear this. Announced today, I knew it! Fucking liar! Bro, it ain't coming out. I was about to say, damn, is that really a thing? Nah, it's not a thing. Made up. Well done, though. Well done. I wouldn't have been able to look it up. You had me if you get one more line. I would have been looking it up in my break like, what? I didn't find anything, dude. Well played, sir. Well played. So rascally. Damn you. Dope picture. Thanks, man. It's getting there. It's got a long way to go, I'll be honest. Got a long way to go. But we'll get there. Don't you worry about that. Edges are way too sharp. I'm a bad liar. What a jerk. Oh, no, about the Ark thing. I thought you had the dope picture. I was like, damn. That watercolor. Yeah, boy. Like, damn, words hurt, dude. Alright, cool. I had to take a quick 5. Picture, bro. Last time I messed with watercolor was with old Pappy Land. What is Oh, yeah, we talked about that. I like it. See, so it's time again. Bring back Pappy. Bring back Pappy. Bring back Pappy. I'm gonna start a rally for Pappy. Pappy the panda? No, I made that up. Sexual harassment panda. It's actually a sexual harassment panda's song. That's funny. I wish so bad I made that my new. Oh, that's uncomfortable for all of us. The panda? Was it a panda? Pandas are extinct, so it could be. Not extinct, but endangered. So it could be. Is Pappy the panda dead? Say it ain't so. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. My brain's all loopy. We're gonna come right back. I have to go stretch, check upstairs, make sure everybody's happy. We're gonna come back in with colored pencils and markers. Detail this out, detail some of this out, and see what we can get out of this piece here. Appreciate the love. Stick around. We'll be right back. Pappy is no more. I think dude was like 70 when I was 8. Is he a panda? So he's really a panda? Pandas live to be 70, I think. R.I.P. R.I.P. double P. Be right back. All right. Let's get right back into it here. No talk cam, no time. No, there's time, but. Oh. Almost just accidentally ended the stream. My mouse hit my keyboard. All right, let's see what we got here for colors. Got our nice pink. Ow, yes. Want this. If we want white. All right, so now we're gonna break out the markers too. Just sipping on a little coffee. The artist juice, little coffee. Till 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, pick me up, you know? You don't drink coffee, right? You do energy drinks, you said. Bad man. Is that correct? I think it is. Let's see. So again, we're going to be using our Ohuhu marker set with our color swatches completed so we can check which colors we're going to be using and needing. So, yeah. Colors, the caps are tricky. The caps are tricky because that's why it's so important to use the color swatches. They're very different than they look, the ink wise. I don't know if any of them look the same at all, but you can see the color trend we have working here, obviously. I can barely count on both hands the amount of times I've drank coffee. Wow. What's the poster for? Oh. Wow, you'd eat Mexican before work? You're not gonna get much done, dude. That's crazy. I don't care much for warm drinks. Mine's not really. I drink my coffee cold. I'm gross. Yeah, I don't really care if it gets cold. I'm like savage like that. That's so good though, dude. All right, let's jump right back into it here. So, values, values, values. What is it? Value. I feel like I have watercolor brushes in a case somewhere that I packed to travel. And if I did, that means they're like my best favorite ones, which is unfortunate, you know? But I think that's what happened, though. That's what it is. So how goes the WoW grind, dude? Are you like a grandmaster archer flame Mage now? That has to be a thing. Has to be something like that, dude. I'm still fairly certain that's a thing. You think drawing is a born with talent or something achievable with practice to an expert level? Love this question. And it's wild how often this question comes up. And I don't think it's even a belief. I kind of know, but I guess that's like a dumb statement to make. It's not a born with talent, only because that just doesn't exist. I wish, and the reason I say is because I wish so badly that was the reality. But it's not. It's always to create and learn. That goes with anything. Again, certainly, obviously, like athletic ability, like leaping ability or stuff like that. Or IQ or stuff. There's a certain, obviously, there are some things that differ. But nothing like that per se. And definitely not art. No, I believe fully through and through that art is a skill that you learn through and through and through. And they've done studies for specifically drawing and artwork of individuals. And the thing that proves this is because they've done tests that show people at different stages who stopped drawing at, say, 1st grade, 5th grade, high school, college, whatever levels, and then they pick it up again, and you pick up drawing exactly where you left off, skill-wise. If it was a talent, people could get better over time without doing anything. And that doesn't happen. So, long answer, sure, I don't believe in talent. Hard work, baby. Dang, that's crazy about the drawing thing, right? It's fascinating. Very fascinating. I thought it was, at least. I was like, holy shit, that's like really wild. And I also just I've read books about, again, whatever, but books that explain it in a good way and kind of talk about, like, if everybody was born, there's two takes to that, right? Either everybody's born with a talent, which is absolutely incredible because nobody would ever have to wonder what they want to do. They would just, oh my God, wait, I just know rocket science? That's awesome. You know what I'm going to do? Or some people would be born with a talent that other people aren't born with, like a super hero ability. And that's just, again, not, I mean, genetically a thing, right? I don't know, watch all of this be debunked, like, scientifically now. No. Makes sense as to why I still do stick figures and I pick something up. No, that's exactly why people that, 100%, you just hit the nail on the head. 100% why people are like, oh, all I can draw is stick figures. It's like, well, how much have you drawn? Well, never. Only stick figures. All right, well, there you go. And then it's, again, then it's a whole range of, obviously, people are going to learn differently and better than others. There's going to be people that pick up art quicker and make sense, you know what I mean, for whatever reason, or they just, a lot of it's seeing things, right? It's how we want to see things, and translate them to the world is what art is. So something like representational art, you know what I mean, where you're trying to represent an image, is 100% something that you learn and improve on. You can see people's college work that looks significantly worse than it does, you know what I mean, when they've learned more about anatomy and stuff, or the medium they're using, or any number of things like that, you know what I mean. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. And again, I always equate it to like LeBron James. So if you know anything about me, I'm not a LeBron James fan personally. I was a Kobe guy, whatever. But I've always had to give him the credit that it's like, well, no, he's really good at basketball. There's no doubt about that. Like him or love it. And no, it's not a talent. That man has outworked and continues to outwork everyone. Just the fact. Tom Brady wasn't lucky being healthy and on top for as long as he was. Yes. And it's like, and nobody wants to say it. It's like, so what? You just think you worked harder than everybody else? Yes. That is actually exactly what he did. Lionel Messi's a little bit of a freak, I'll be honest. I can't figure out Lionel Messi. He's a little bit of a different story, to be honest. That man just was put on this earth and wins. So I don't know. No, he's the same one. He outworks everyone, dude. That's just it. Those dudes weren't born gifted and just like put on a path like, oh man, I'm so happy, this is so easy for me. God, I wish that all the time though. That I have to fix with the colored pencil. That I'll pull forward with a colored pencil. The other thing that is just true is art, you can kind of practice to make it so you know exactly what you're going to do every time, but there's still that aspect that it's going to be a very new adventure each time. It might not work. Orange. One of the reasons I like using so many different mediums and subject matters all the time is because, again, I just love the process of learning a new medium and having it be an adventure each time instead of just getting comfortable. You could be the best in the world at doing one thing but terrible at everything, but that one thing, what would it be? Whoa. Oh, that's an intense question there, huh? Okay. Hold on. That sounds terrible. Sounds like somewhat of a nightmare situation. Because I would be so stressed with being being terrible at everything else. That part sounds like a bad dream. It's like when you can't run fast in your dream, and you're like, why am I so bad at running all of a sudden? What is this? I know I could run yesterday. It would be... Damn, I don't know, dude. Do you have an answer, or did you just think of that on the spot? I feel like that's one of your ones you just thought of on the spot. It's a good one. Random thought out. I thought so. Damn, that's a good one, dude. Oh, I have a new light coming today. That's really fun. So I won't have to move like a crazy person. It would be the best at making friends, because if I'm terrible at everything else, I need a lot of friends to help me with everything. All the time. Loophole.
Yes.
I need a light. I don't know which one though. Forgot what I said now. You've lost me. Damn, very good answer. It is, right? Yeah. It felt right. Oh, streaming light. Nice. You have a new light coming. Yeah, actually a desk light. But yes, streaming lights are fun. I have all Elgato, which I love. But they're expensive as a goddamn child. That's nice. That color comes in nice there. Cool. The other good, there's a lot of good lights out there though. What's the other one? Newer? New Year's are great. I like the Elgato because it ties into my PC and ties into my Stream Deck. I'm sure, to be fair, they have other lights that do as well. No, 100%. I consider this for a light to start. 100%. I wouldn't. Very much what I'm saying. It's just hard for me, you know what I mean? Those are just the lights I have, man. Jeez. Throwing shade already. Never mind, I won't even tell you. No, that makes a lot of sense to me. I can't, that's like I said, I can't even recommend it. But I do like them, so. You know. Gotta tell you the truth, man. No, the newer ones are really nice. Like Neweer. Neweer. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You probably know them, obviously. But. I can definitely recommend that one. The biggest thing I can recommend is make sure you can kind of change the brightness and temperature of it. And I know that sounds so weird, but that's one of the best ways to adjust your lighting on yourself and like get it kind of to work personally. Which a lot of lights can do that. So that's not like saying it doesn't have to be an expensive one for that at all. There's some Elgato key lights cheaper than 150 I saw on Amazon. So they're going to be great. The difference is I think they're small. I think they're a little smaller. Which again, I still recommend. I liked it a lot. But that's neither here nor there. That BG, oh no, I want BG4. Jeez. I'm gonna try and set up my Twitch overlays today. What are you still using? I would try OBS instead of Streamlabs OBS. Oh, is that where your overlays are? overlays that are actually on Twitch, like the be right back, subscribe. So those are like now done in Twitch themselves, right? Which is so weird. You used to have to do that on like Streamlabs OBS. I mean, not OBS, but just Streamlabs. And now I was looking at that too, and it's like they're on Twitch, which is so weird. But I'm streaming with Stream Elements on OBS. I would change that personally. And the biggest reason you want to change that is because OBS is actually easier on your PC. Surprisingly enough. Already take it out? Oh, I have it here. I'm looking for the one I already took out. You can see why the older generation complains about new technology and having to learn new stuff. Now I've got to figure this shit out. There's always something new, bro. No, it's just optimized better. So it actually works better on your PC, which is just, again, the only reason I kind of recommend it. But ultimately, if it's working, it's working, man. I mean, that's half the battle right there, so. If it's working and you're liking it, stick with it, man. That is what matters. Think, right? Dude, I'm streaming YouTube videos, the whole thing. 100%. Once you get comfortable with it, there's a new thing that comes along. Then you learn that and you keep on going, right? That's why learning has to be fun. This is fun. My favorite Family Guy like scene because of that, when they're golfing, he just like throws his clubs down, like screams, like, "This is fun. We're having fun." Yes. You gotta do it. PC did freeze one time and ended stream when I had to force restart. Yep, sure. Is that the same? But yeah, 100%. No, that happens. There's always little issues and kinks here and there, you know? Internet goes out. And I mean, again, your PC might be better with OBS regular. That could have been why it froze. No, I'm just nothing. Like the letting Mike stop being able to mute. Like I hit mute and it shows it's muted. Oh, that's awkward. That can backfire quick. Luckily, I know I was in Discord chat before I started streaming. Yeah, that could get you. That's funny. That could get you in trouble quick. Quick mute. God, I hate this viewer. Like we could hear you. What? Yeah, no, we heard what you said. Oh. Go. Homework time with Callan, man. Thanks for the chat. Let me know how the picture turns out. Appreciate you hanging out, man. Thank you so much for chilling. Always a good time talking with you, bro. Post that stream when you go live, man. I should be able to pop in tonight if you're streaming tonight. If not, enjoy the night and I'll catch you soon, dude. Appreciate the love, brother. What's up, Cal? Got to get some new tunes also. Love it. Finish it off with the little beats. Much love, brother. Hey, you see that cool move? like that. Darker here. I want a bright pink here because again, what it's gonna do is overlap and darken it up a little, but it's also gonna add to that pink highlight. Okay. That's the sort of area we left for this pink highlight. That's what we were saying in the beginning, where the pinks on it are much more vibrant than watercolor will allow. So wanted to leave a lot of that. Be able to come in with a nice, strong pink here. And again, I think as we continue to add the colors here and there, I think the lighting and color aspects will like continue to make a little bit more sense, right? Nope. Definitely the pink we want. That one the same thing. Okay. Wanted a little more. Oh, what's the color I'm looking for? It's like a little warmer of a pink, but not much darker. Well, no, it's almost cooler actually. Right. I don't know how I'm gonna do that shoulder yet. Hold on. I have not actually decided. That should be the brightest part right there. Okay. Dark. Kind of a bop. We kind of got a bop here. Okay with it. Hey, just fixing up some values. That's all we're ever doing. That's why colored pencils are really nice. Again, you can see how they cover up the watercolor nicely. You can really get some nice layers in. Here we go. That works. We want this blue here. Yeah, this should definitely be like purple here, yeah. That's better. Again, values, values, values. I know I sound like a broken record, but bummer is it's the best thing you can do. What keeps the piece looking realistic are values. The piece looking interesting are values. True. Pretty close for sure. Ooh, that's not what we thought it was going to be for a color. Classic mistake there. Little different music change for sure. Kind of nice, kind of nice. Not that one. There we go. That's nice. Oh. Songs are a bop. A couple songs to check out on here. We like it. No, I don't love this. A little too whoa. Those are some crazy tunes there. We knew this nice pink was going to tie it in. That's why it's important to be open to using different colors and different mediums all the time. Because you never know what's gonna work really well, and again, you never really know what you're gonna just like really like, right? Oh, what a bop. A little scary.
scrub in the shadows, carving direction with lyrical arrows. Preps are fresh and the style is mad. London town where the gangs are parallel. Yeah, for the Thames we paddle. Yeah, for the grind is too much to handle. He's in the trap house, calls it the bando. But you spend your money on Nando's. Life is a game like snakes and ladders.
Definitely like London Europe, London rap, K rap. It's pretty dope.
MCs try like crackers. Piss on flips like old school slammers. They wanna hang but their eyes are daggers. Life is mad and we move with the tide. Fire and flame just surrounded by dragons. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat. How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, and you might get it back, 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 back. How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, and you might get it back, 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 back. My back, give me that. Take your energy, I want mine back, 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 back. Come on. How about give me that? Take your energy, I want mine back, 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 back. Jeez. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, 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 wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat. Danger, wanna step in the beat.
Sorry. Feels like we're liking all of this here. Funky beats here. Oh, that's where we need that nice dark purple here. Okay, cool. There's always a couple things. Whoa, I almost put down the exact right color. I thought it was the wrong one. Very weird song. If this is a song versus like just a beat, you know? I'm just kind of having fun with some of these blues. But I don't want to get too, like, marker happy, right? But we do like nice strong blue there. Because that's kind of how the piece looks, right? We're we're reinterpreting, but we're also not trying to make up how the light's gonna fall. That is difficult in and of itself. So keep it easy. Color pencil here? Too much. No, right? There we go. Beautiful. That's where we need the last couple of pink marks here. Loving it. Almost done here. Almost done. Go. All right. Let's see what we're thinking here. I gotta continue making sure I hit these nice terminus shadows. That's all. It's kind of the nicest spot, I think. Because it just looks real clean. And the terminus shadow is the darkest part of a shadow where the shadow actually meets the light. Worked on that in drawing, actually, in the figure sessions quite a bit. Yeah. Whoa. Hard part about markers is they give such the same shape, so you really have to work on using them to make larger shapes. In that you put a lot of small shapes together to make it like work as a big piece. to vary your mark making with markers. Mark making with markers, right? Classic. Ow. Hold on. Break that edge a little. It'll keep a loose couple of marks, you know. Sometimes all you have to do is just break an edge, like go perpendicular through it to kind of soften it out. Other times you have to do a lot more, but works. Might not work with this. God, that's beautiful. I didn't know if it was gonna like work with this pencil sharpener. Clearly, couldn't tell. Yeah. I'm always thinking of what I want to do here. I was just kind of trying to think if I should add in any sort of like paint, actual paint for the vibrancy of the pink, but I think it's pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty nice pink. I think so, at least. Like, that's a pretty nice pink there. It's kind of like a red, but it looks pink. Surround it with the right sort of colors. No, it's definitely a nice pink. Kind of trying to show the fingers a little more clear without, guessed it, good old values. What else? Think? Pretty close here. That is marker there for sure. All right, so now I'm doing what's called noodling. Ah, it's a great term, right? And what it means is kind of just making marks for the sake of making marks. What you have to do when that happens is take a quick 5-minute break, step away from it, reset your brain. Again, I've been going almost another hour, over an hour, which is more than I will usually work all at once. So we have about 15 minutes left. I am going to take a quick one more break here and come back and see if it's done. Or if there's like a few finishing marks that I want to make, you know? All right, break time. I have to take quick 5 because I'm just making marks now. We're gonna take a quick 5 and we'll be right back to finish this up and wrap up the stream. But first, I just have to reset and see what else I want to do to this. I might be pretty close to done, I think. Be right back, gang. All right, let's get it. All right, so we're looking at this, and pink has to come through here. Pink. These whites shouldn't be here. It has to come right through here like this. Reason being is because it's just not a, again, we talked about it the other day, I think last gesture on Monday. There shouldn't really be like a highlight per se there, you know? It should be far more fluid. There because there's not like this big sharp edge here, and it will be lighter up here, but not like that much, you know? Better. Some of the cross hatching here unfortunately came out. Kind of looks like it's scarring, but it's okay. Gonna happen. We can do. How we continue to learn. Is your answer just like we were talking about earlier? Always learning and improving, hopefully. That's much better that it's again more uniform here, right? Didn't need that like bright highlight there at all. Those highlights are better. Trying to kind of think of how I want to do this part, but I kind of think I'm liking where it's at, to be honest. Because one of those things that the more I continue to play with it now, I'm unsure. I'm liking where it's at, so the more I continue to tweak it, you know, because I've been looking at it for so long. It's important to take breaks. It's very important to take breaks because your brain just gets used to the values and colors and adjusts it to be completely different from what it actually is. So you always have to take a lot of breaks. And sometimes that's an hour. Sometimes that has to be more, right? Sometimes that has to be like a day or so, and you come back to it and you're like, oh wait, no, I like almost everything I did there. Sometimes you come back to it and say, oh gosh, I hate everything, but you have to give yourself that chance to say one of those two things. Because sometimes if you just, and I mean, again, that's not always true, and that's not everyone. Because obviously there's times where you want to stay in the mode and keep working and figuring it out till it's resolved, which is also fine. But sometimes when you're unsure of it, it might be closer than you think, you know? And the more you keep like playing with it here or there, the farther it's gonna get from what you want it to be. And again, other times it'll all work and come together, but for me personally, when I'm feeling pretty good about the drawing, the values feel right, the marks I kind of like. The next step is usually just kind of take a step away. Because now I just have to let my brain sort of see it fresh, which at this point it's almost impossible to do because I've been looking at it for 2+ hours, right? Now there's tricks. You can use a mirror. You can kind of take a photo that helps. I've never liked the mirror strap, but it does work big time. So feel free to try the mirror tactic. That just really kind of didn't work like I wanted it to, but kind of a dark shadow there, which is unfortunate, but she has like this dark shadow there, so I don't know. Gotta put it in. If I see it, I got to put it in. You'll just break that up with some lines there, even more. Kind of looks like scarring, which is interesting, but it'll work. Too much. See, now I'm going back and forth. Light, dark, light, dark. So now is when you really, give it a signature and trust yourself. Looks like I'm about to do right now. And again, much like our drawing on Monday, you might very well have to come back and still fix things, tweak things, completely do it over. Who knows? But you have to give yourself the chance to see what you have to fix. That's all. That's the biggest thing I'm talking about. Looking at the monitor here. Monitor is a good way to reset your brain also. Especially if you're working on a big piece, because you can see it at a different size. So it's good for streaming as well, but it's also really nice artwork. Big time. Trust me when I say that. Weird song. Sharpener is awesome. I mean to get my items list up, and I will. I'm definitely an item junkie when it comes to like tech and art, toys. I enjoy it very, very much. last couple of marks. Again, now I'm kind of adding more hatching all around, as you can see. And it's kind of going to take it from, you know, scarring to kind of working, I think. And always keep your pencil sharp. It's the biggest thing you can do. Unless you're really using it for like a blunt mark or something, keep all your pencils like very, very sharp. They will just make marks that you want them to make, and you'll be very happy compared to not. Not much, I can promise you. How much cleaner the marks are with a sharp edge versus a dull pencil. You can see the difference. And again, this is just not so much cross hatching, but just adding texture, right? And I'm almost going against the grain. I do a lot of my charcoal drawings as well. A lot of artists do, I guess, but and again, it's breaking edges with perpendicular marks in that, in the hopes that it softens up the edge a bit, you know? We are wrapping up here any minute. So please be sure to like and subscribe down below. And do remember that the VODs are saved. And I feel like it's definitely can be rewatched with a similar benefit to viewers. I'm trying to see. That works. Oh, my back's a little sore today, but that's okay. That's part of the game. Yeah, be sure like and subscribe down below. Again, the video will be up, so make sure check it out. If you want to enjoy, we'll be back Friday with a Figure Friday session. Back to the Spider-Verse we go. Should be a very fun session on Friday as well. Friday session's gonna be early. So, you know, set your clocks. It's 10 to 1 on Friday. Them clocks, be ready for the early bird. On your way to work, starting the day, pop it on, get inspired, feel good. That's what we're going for. So, but be ready, you know. So now I'm making very small adjustments. And I'm almost, instead of like, ultimately you want to be standing so that you can back up. But what I'm doing is the monitor allows me to check some of this without backing up so far, because it almost pushes it back perspective wise. So I'm kind of coming in with a lot of other marks here. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. That first one, I liked how I had it, but here's what it is. All we have to do is kind of just extend this up a little. Cool. All right, I like it. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Then we're gonna wrap it up, and we're still going here. I don't know why. Knows I do this. All right, let's do it. That's it. Yeah, I like where we're at. That works. I think so. Final answer. Pencils down. Yeah, cool. Perfect. We love it. That is where we're going to wrap it up. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Please be sure to like and subscribe down below. Follow if you're on Twitch, wherever you are. I thank you for hanging out. We'll be back Friday with a very fun Figure Friday, so be sure to check us out then. And until next time, you guys know it, but I always got to say it. Stay healthy. Stay happy, gang. Much love. Enjoy the day, baby.